Anyway, boys, this is gonna piss off a lot of people, but this is my book for you boys. I had left notes, and I'm trying to put all my stuff on here. I also have this one too, that I'm writing all the appointments and court dates on it. That's yours, boys, too. I have a multiple of these, so like what happens is that I have a bunch of bags, like bags here and another bag there, and then I'll have like a bunch of calendars everywhere. So not all the calendars will have like your birthdays and stuff like that on there, just like all the court dates, because some of them I'll be like, oh, I forgot, I need paper, or it'll just have it will just have like, I won't have it with me, but if I have a post-it note, then I'll just write on the post-it note and then go to the date and then put it there. You know, just do it that way. And if I have a pin, then I'll do it if I get a chance to. If I can remember. Sometimes I'll have it, sometimes I won't. But all my journal stuff belongs to you boys. They have notes in there. They have notes in there for you boys to communicate with me. Driving. I took driving very seriously, boys. So this is the car insurance from State Farm. I never had State Farm before because they're too fucking expensive. But I went by whoever had the best car commercial. And then I went off playing with like the dead on what to do. Remember, Anthony, I was pregnant with you when I had a car accident. I knew I was going to laugh at that, because just like anything, you laugh at pain in the end. You laugh at something, like we can all laugh at this at the end, you know? So with that, it was already funny at the time. The car accident, as dangerous it was, as sad as it was already dangerous. I was already laughing at that time. And your dad was freaking the fuck out. Like, how can you, like, be okay with it? Like, he was really, it shocked him. And to me, it shocked me too, where I don't want to fucking drive. I'm fucking like, these fucking assholes. It woke me up more to be like, I gotta plan out which different route to choose. Like, just plan out multiple things and be more alert. And while that was happening, I saw your dad's reaction on that whole experience. He was more concerned of my reaction towards him. Like, my last word was my last words would have been, ah, fuck. And then that's it. We hit. And he's like, wait, what? And he turned over like, what am I gonna do about it? Like, there's nothing for me to do, because they ran a stop sign. I couldn't do anything about it, so I just braced for impact. And he was pissed about that. I can't get my mind around it. Like, he just was pissed about it, and the fact that the accident brought up a lot of people from the past and the location that it was in. So Frank has everything to do with it too, because Ford, when I didn't even have a Ford at the time, kept coming up at the time when I was driving. And I'm like, why were you there? Like, I have a lot of like ancestors on that corner. And I couldn't figure out why. So I went off subject, or I went off topic. I just went back in the memory because I knew I'm gonna see this video and I'm going to. It's so cool. My Anthony, this synchronizing thing has to come at a point, like a pyramid tip to a point. I since you're driving, I had this in the glove compartment. So what you do is you get one of these and you put your information, your driving information in there. And if you decide to drive, but you put in like your information, your registration, your proof of everything that you have, even a copy of like your driver's license and stuff like that, just in case. You never know, but I would do it just in case. Be organized. It doesn't have to be a big box like this. It could be smaller, but I have I put like glitter stuff in there too. I had wrapped it. I had used the box for something else too, but because the other box I had got destroyed. Oh, my mom threw it away. But any information that you have that can protect you in a car accident, and usually they used to have a camera, a disposable camera that you put in there. I would put in there, like just in case if you get in an accident, you take a picture. You take a picture of it, and then you have that proof. But now you have digital phones where you could do that yourself. But it's always good to have paper. I think you're going to experiencing that. I think you might experience that later, but I'm told that we're not going to be using this stuff anymore. So I'm celebrating like that, like paperless, cordless, keyless. My boys, this was my brother and my sister and me. And you see how white they were? So this is them too. That's Stephanie and Jesse. And my mom would put blonde, like the stuff, the sun in the hair. That's why I put Desi's hair sun in. Because I'm like, I want to experience having a white boy. And Desi came out white, like whiter than you boys, Anthony and Colin. Desi came out like white, but he turned like he was like a Dalmatian. He didn't get darker until he got older. So, but as he got darker, I was putting sun in his hair just to see what it would be like having a white baby. And I don't understand how my mom and dad didn't like that. Like, it triggered them. I trigger my mom all the time with my skin color and my hair. Like I look like my dad, and I remind her of my dad, so I trigger her. I don't look like my sister. I don't look like my sister, so she turns to my sister more. And my dad, he couldn't stand my sister Stephanie or Jessie, my brother and sister. He didn't feel connection to them, and I saw that. But that's my mom's fault. Now I know that that is my mom's fault. My mom had a big role in that. She's trying to commit suicide. My mom is trying to commit suicide so she doesn't go to prison. She's running away from her problems. I was pregnant with you, Desi, here. I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant yet. And I didn't want to baptize you, boys. I did not want to do it. But my grandma told me, Gramps, Faustina, my grandma told me if I did, I will get my answer that way. I'll get my fulfillment. I will get what I needed to know. And it's a fight. It was a fight. So then I was not talking to... I had no idea when I was talking to my grandma. I had no idea. I was not talking to Crazy Horse, Sitting Bull, the Red Cloud. There's another one up there that Russell. I was talking to Russell, but I was not talking to him at the time when I was in Riverside. This was a fight that I did not know that connected to the Riverside. So when I went into Riverside, I was up on a hill, and I remember like crying and asked, like, I turned to the sun, and I remember I asked, what do I do? I can't do this on my own. Like, will you be able to help me? Will I be able to get help and not feel abandoned or like set up like the PTA did to me, like what Anderson did to me? And like, no, we got you. We'll show you the way. We'll help you. And when that happened, I felt relief, and Desi came and sat next to me. And they're like, come follow us. And as I'm walking down the hill, I go to another hill. And I'm just sitting there with my son and just embracing the moment. Like, this is unbelievable. This is a dream come true with my kids by my side. And then they're telling me that the kids have to stay here. This is the adults. This is the adult fight. And I'm like, wait, I don't understand what that means. I don't understand. And then they fade off as I'm like, wait a minute, wait, what's happening? And then I tell your dad, I tell Lauren Tapia, like, my dad, I didn't tell him about the ancestor shit because that's gonna fucking sound crazy. So then when I say my dad, and then I'll add my grandma, because my grandma's a part of that conversation too. But the first thing that came out of my mouth was, my dad wants me to embrace this more and speak out more in public about the genocide. What the Pope is doing is wrong. And he's like, who's gonna believe you? And that's when I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? You just not know, you just not see what's happening? You do not see this cemetery? You do not see what, like, where did those go? Where did my family go? What's happening? Where's my mom at? Where's my dad? How come my dad's not here? How come my grandma's not here? This is a genocide. If you don't see this, then I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm like, that's a part of me. I'm like, my kids are Native American too. I'm a Native American. Where are my people? Where are my family at? I couldn't get family. Every time I tried, it was, oh, I'm cheating, accused of cheating this and that. So then I said, fuck it. His family's doing witchcraft. And the church does witchcraft all the time. The Pope does witchcraft all the time. Okay. Our ancestors are in pictures. That's why, when planning of your clothes, boys, and pictures and stuff, I had t-shirts. I'll use t-shirts for code. So when a t-shirt pops up, and JCPenney's was a good source on this t-shirt thing. So I get the t-shirts and I'll take pictures. Even on certain days, I'd be like, oh, okay, this is a perfect outfit. Especially when we went to Disneyland, I dressed you up like if we're going to see family, you know, like presentable but meaningful memory. Like if you got a haircut, I'm dressing you up like that. So I can remember, like when you're taking a picture, you want to look good, you want to look best, but you want to reflect on, like, I don't know, a lot, you could do a lot, a picture can read, you can read pictures a lot. Anyways, there's the church, the church here, you have America right here, and you have Maria right there. Like, are you kidding me? It's fucking retarded. You have no idea, my offsprings, how loud that day was and how funny that day was. I got yelled at. I couldn't sit down. I was cooking. I was pregnant. Of course, most of the family didn't show up. But all in all, I had barbecue. I barbecued that day, and I didn't want to celebrate at all. I was forced to celebrate. I didn't want to baptize you at all. So I was in a place where I was just watching a bunch of fake people being fake. But hearing Angela saying that she had a really like I saw the glow in her face, and it was like unbelievable that her husband was there and with all the kids, like her kids there, like she had her whole unit was there and she did that, you know. And to me, seeing that, that's all she wanted, and she had that moment. And to me, that was special, seeing that, you know. I was happy that she got it. That she wanted that. She was expressing what she wanted, and for me, watching like a part of her dream come true in that church of getting her man Marie's dad in that church was something special for her at the moment. Um, and my offsprings, you do not know about Daisy's relationship with Angela's relationship. They were not friends at all. They didn't even. So the fact that I did that and that was a part of the ancestors' doings. And wait for Daisy is connecting still. Daisy's still connecting because now her cousin is married to Joey Savoy's brother, which Joey Savoy does not have schizophrenia. No. And my offsprings, I do not have schizophrenia. And a lot of these people are, they don't, they're mislabeled, they're misdiagnosed because of these doctors and people like your dad, like Lauren Tapia, lying about what they've done in the past. Like my mom has lied. My mom, I would have been pissed if one of your friends' mom took you to Spencer's getting dick gummies or dick shit or looking at sex stuff while you were in high school. I would be pissed. And that's exactly what my mom did. My mom married somebody older because she wanted to look for she had daddy issues. She had mommy and daddy issues. My mom clearly has that. The fact that like I just don't want to deal with it because I know how disgusting it is. I just don't want to just rather not. It's disgusting. My mom is like complete lying and denial of what she did to me in the past. Um, it's disgusting. Both my parents are pedophiles. My mom never learned her lesson. My dad did. Like, my dad is just stuck in a cycle of trying to fix what he's done, trying to fix that, not only what he's done, but he's also trying to help himself out too out of what he just did. And to me, I'm trying to be like, okay, I guess that's what Michael Jackson was doing, the man in the mirror thing. And in that case, Michael and Joseph is really like, I'm not sure if Joseph Jackson, uh, maybe later down the line, if he understood how powerful he was in the music industry and how many people actually looked up to him and the mom for being narcissists, parents, or yeah, gaslighter, passive aggressive. What I'm like, I'm proud to put my handprints, my red handprints, my boys. I put the red handprints not only for the murder and missing, but the ones that are silent. myself too. You'll connect the dots, and the city of Westminster is connecting the city of Westminster to the child sex ring, because that's what Walt Disney is pointing me to. Hollywood. It's all Hollywood. It's all fake. The city of Westminster knew exactly what they were doing, and they were trying to hide it. So me synchronizing with them, they got caught. I knew Hollywood was already fake. So me, Carmen Sandiego, that I did, ET phone home, bam, I caught Westminster like a dog. They're telling me like I'm a dog. Like I sniffed out their cancer. I sniffed out where it was at. Oh, truffle. Pigs are really good at finding truffles too, I heard. Which brings me back to George Custer Armstrong. It's sad what they did to those astronauts, because back then it was Albert Hitchcock. It's all play, it's all play, it's all. So when people don't, when they say they don't get my riddles, it's because they lied to themselves, they lied to somebody else. They're if they lie to somebody else, if they lie to somebody, that means they're lying to themselves, because they're not supposed to lie. Even if you're lying to yourself, what the fuck are you lying for to yourself? Why are you lying to yourself? Because that's only gonna hurt you. You know, lying's gonna kill yourself. You're only gonna kill yourself faster. And I have these years here, like I said, because it makes me reflect on the things I have. Why am I whining for? I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm only crying because it's going to wait like this is never gonna. Chances are, I'm wasting my time by telling you about this car insurance shit. Because the DNV makes money off the people. First of all, I love fixing cars. I wouldn't mind fixing cars. It's a lot of money fixing your own cars, because I don't like mechanics. I don't trust mechanics. And two, it's like everything is oh, get it like smogged illegally, get it this, get it that way. um no one wants to actually get the job done correctly. And even with these license plates, it's all hookups. um like these license plates, they cost money every year. That's a lot of money. I'm seeing a lot of license plates, and they're advertising, and they're also they're codes for a lot of things. um a lot of them are fake too. So I thought each license plate is supposed to help the roads, and like it's something. I thought it meant something. uh and DMV connects to Hawaii. I have Westminster in that jar. It's corrupt. We have no president. As it's 8:42, Wednesday, September 13th, and there's no president of the United States. There's no one home. It's home alone. No one's home. And There's twins. To me, there's it's a twin game that they're doing, or a Clone Wars. Oh, I'm hungry. So we went to U.S. Midway, the USS Midway. Look at my face. I was so happy. Like, I was on a ship. Like, a lot of these people, a lot of these military people, uh, their energy was still on that ship. And then I felt a lot of them were still on that ship. What was strange was a lot of them came back, like myself, like, just to know that, like, you died and came back to relive another moment, to know that, wow, like, you thought you're seeing it for the first time but you're not, stuff like that. um but knowing that I'm there now as an adult, as a mother, understanding a lot, like, awake, and being able to have a conversation, and then hearing old people talk, like the veterans talk about it, like the volunteers, and they're telling their story and their experience, and they're like, oh, it's, if you like Star Wars, it's gonna be like that. And that's all I was thinking about, is like Star Wars and Stargate. And then your dad's like, oh yeah, she really loves that stuff. And I was just like, I know this stuff. My dad does this stuff. My dad was doing this stuff. Like the models, the toy models and stuff like that. It's just like a bigger version. It was like I'm in a toy model that my dad used to make and I used to make. But now I'm inside. So it was just like a bird's eye view of seeing something as I'm little. Like I'm watching that, but I'm also like seeing through you boys. I'm also living through you boys without you boys even knowing it, as a ghost, you know? Like, okay, for instance, Joseph, baby Joseph. I had Desi carrying Spider-Man. That was his way of coping and his way of his stress. It was his buddy for him. So to me, I accepted it as Joseph. I accepted it as, all right, he's a buddy, he's a friend, he's an imagination to Desi. It's a friend, it's a buddy. But I'm going to use that as a child for, I'm going to have Joseph like if it's my own child. And that's exactly what I did. So as I did that in my head, I'm also that Spider-Man too. Boys have different needs than girls do. Every mother knows that. A boy has needs that want to be comfort for a mother. They want that comfort. They want that safety net. I never had that. And with you boys, I let you boys decide. And all you boys were different at how you wanted to express how you needed me. I let you boys decide. and I embraced it. And Desi was the most needy one, and he's the baby, so I'm gonna use him. But Colin, before Desi, Colin, you were my buddy, but you were so bossy. You were so bossy to Anthony, and and before you, Colin, it was my Anthony. My Anthony, my first date. I first loved Anthony, my baby. He made me a mother, and I'm not gonna be there for your 18th birthday. But I'm the one that gave birth to you. Doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go to court because I couldn't file the school forms, the restraining order, the response to restraining order that the Westminster School District did. So I have to go today. But I got the divorce ones yesterday filed. And since grandma wants to commit suicide, I'm involved in that shit too, because she shouldn't be driving. She shouldn't be driving. And I'm tired of these doctors and hospitals, and this is, I don't want to live anymore, and I'm happy to die. And if I die on your birthday, Anthony, just know that I love you so much. And I don't know if you'll ever see these videos or any of my little things I have for you boys. I have I can't throw away the receipts, but I have all the receipts like that I went to, so you boys can see where I've been, what I've been doing. Um, you'll see a lot of glitter. A lot of glitter. Because when I die, I know there'll be a lot of. It's gonna be something. And I'll be fucking happy. It's black. Oh my god, that's the best part. I close my eyes to get peace, like it's all black. I open my eyes and it's all black. That is just like, and it's just calm. And you just know you're in the right place, and you just know that is a like, find for me to find a dark spot is very hard, so I'll go to the bathroom, all lights out, and just breathe. And then I open my eyes and it's still dark, and it's like I'm home. And like it feels so peaceful. So when I'm walking at night and I see like a dark area and like, ugh, it's like ice water on a hot day. I miss you boys so much. I miss you boys. I love you. I have pictures everywhere, you boys. I don't have any family, and it's funny because it's a Q or a zero or an O. I don't know. I'm doing something with the bunny, but my mom is lying. For her to keep doing, what am I gonna do where I go? There's no, I can't get you, because then to have like, I'm crazy. You guys are gonna be scared of me. Like, there's no one believes me. The fact that we don't have no president, and the fact that like we're under attack. Now, if we have an earthquake, oh fuck. I don't know where you boys are at. This is every mom's worst nightmare, of not being with your kids and there's a natural disaster and you have no idea where your family's at, but you're trying to get to them. What's the best way to do that? My offsprings, I've practiced witchcraft. I've practiced the ancestors' ways. I'm not the one. I'm not doing the chosen 144. I'm not for that. I'm against it. I'm against the Pope. I'm against the church. Jesus is not my king. Um, in the name of Jesus, there's no God. In the name of Jesus, our ancestors died because of that name. They were forced. Jesus was never king. There's more to that story. There's more to that book, like Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is about taking responsibility. As for the snake, they're saying there's multiple reasons for the snake. How do you love someone with no arms? How do you love someone? You keep changing your skin. You keep like, how do you love someone? All animals love. All creatures love. So how did a snake become um, of a bad influence? People. Humans did that. Snake represents movement, smooth movement, just like a crocodile.